Hello, I'm Chris from Ryetec Machinery, and here we are today with the professional mower collector in our range. This is the 1.6 high tip you see here, known as a P1600 CHE. So on the professional mower collector, they all come with caster wheels at the front and a roller at the back to give you stripes and an even height setting for your cutting and your verti-cutting. This machine here is a high tip, so it is equipped with the parallelogram lifting capability for the grass box. To operate the high tip, you need two external services, one to lift and one to open. On the left hand side of the machine, we have the belt drive from the cross gearbox running down to the rotor itself. In here there is a tensioning mechanism to tension the belts, and depending on the width of the machine, between 3 and 4 V-belts are used. The screw adjuster here is for adjusting the rear height of the roller along with the front jockey wheel to gain the height of cut, and this gives a very fine adjustment for when you're scarifying. There also is the option of a front roller not fitted to this machine, but that also adjusts with the thread adjuster, which gives a very fine adjustment, particularly for the finer turf applications. Our professional mower collector range is available in widths between 1.2 and 2 meters cutting width, available as high tip in 1.6 and 1.8 meters. These are designed for tractors between 25 and 60 horsepower in capacity, and the grass box capacity between the 1.2, which is conveniently 1.2 cubic meters, up to the 2 meter, which is 2.1 cubic meters of grass capacity. The machine is fitted with your ram locks for safety when working on the machine in an up position. Full width roller across the back, grease point on the end here. The grease point on the belt drive end of the rotor is from the inside here through a canyon down all the way to the rotor. And then the front caster wheels have a grease nipple on the front there for the pivot, and the wheel again is fitted with sealed bearings in the centre, so no greasing there required. All maintenance to the rotor and the flails is done via access through this panel here. These top 3 13mm nuts, undo those, and this panel hinges down. Plenty of access in there at the back to work on the flails. No lifting it up, no dropping it down. We have a separate circuit of hydraulics to lift the parallelogram with the grass box on, and a circuit for tipping the grass box. This allows you, if you don't want to lift, you can tip the grass box at any height through the arc of lift. This machine, the professional, is fitted with these as standard, very much like what's in the Mini, just a different shape hull. There is the option to go to a cast flail called a Delta, and these also run with the scarifier fitted up the back. So across the back here, full width roller with a scraper bar on and grease nipples either end, fine adjustment with the threaded adjusters on the end to get your finished height of cut. On the professional range of mower collectors, we have a slotted link system to allow for a full floating following of the tractor along uneven surfaces when mowing. It allows for the mower to move independently of the tractor over the contours of the land, giving a close, fine finish. The drivetrain on the professionals is via a PTO shaft running from the tractor into the angle drive gearbox and across to the top bearing over there to the drive belts. The gearbox and cross shaft are all oil filled, so the top bearing on the belts is oil lubricated. One of the increasingly popular uses for the flail mower collector, the P1600 and 1800 and the whole professional range, is for the wildflower meadow, which is becoming very popular in all circumstances, golf courses and amenities. These are used for the cut and collect of the arisings at the end of the season. What we've done to do that is we've adjusted it to its highest height. So we're going to leave about 75 mil, but take everything off above and vacuum clean all the arisings. And we're going to cut this longer rough ground here, which is rough here on the golf course, but could be wildflower meadow in a different circumstance, and take that down to clean it all up, ready for next year's growth. The whole range is the same with this back panel that you undo these top 3 13mm nuts, allowing you access into the back of the machine to work on your flails. So no need to tip the machine over or crawl underneath it, it's all done at the back here like this. The grass box in this circumstance is held up with the ram locks, all nice and safe. The flails on the professional mower collector are on a ring and pin using this D-shackle. So to remove them, just undo the ring like a key ring, pull out the pin, and there you are, you've got your D-shackle and flail loose in your hand. Take the D-shackle off, put your new flail on, or in this circumstance we are installing the scarifier blade. So that goes in the back of the blade, thread the D-shackle back through, place back on the rotor, put the pin through, key ring again, wind it all the way around, and away you go. So about 30 minutes or so later, having put the scarifier in each of the paddle flails, made sure everything's on the right way around. This machine, like all our mower collectors, cuts on the forward stroke, under and back up again, and that's what throws the grass up the inside there. So we've just had the professional mower collector set up with the scarifiers in. We've done progressively deeper passes as we've come across, and now we've got to the situation where on the high points it's just cutting in, quite a long way actually on the high points, but on the low points it's barely touching. So that's probably the best situation at the moment in the dryness, and you can see quite well there the width the scarifiers are apart, and if you look down the row you can actually see how it slices through and scarifies. So we've just seen the professional mower collector in action from Ryetec in both scarifying and cut and collect. If you'd like any more information, please get in touch. Other than that, thank you for watching.